Welcome to this video on current affairs for the first week of January 2026, covering January 1st through 7th. This content has a special focus for UPSC Prelims and Mains, as well as SSC CGL and SSC CHSL examinations. In national news, on January 1st, the government launched Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra, PHASE2. On January 2nd, the Supreme Court upheld the constitutional validity of the Electoral Bond Scheme Phase 2 amendments. Finally, on January 3rd, the Cabinet approved the 18,100 crore rupees PLI Scheme 2.0 for drones, aiming to make India a global drone hub by 2030. The National Quantum Mission was operationalized on January 4th with India's first quantum computer, SURYA-1. The Ministry of Education released the National Education Policy Implementation Report 2025 on January 5th. On January 6th, the One Nation One Ration Card achieved 100% integration, covering 81 crore beneficiaries. Regarding international relations, India assumed the chairmanship of the Colombo Security Conclave on January 1st, 2026. On January 3rd, the India-Mauritius Comprehensive Economic Cooperation and Partnership Agreement came into force. The Quad Foreign Ministers meet in Delhi, announced the Quad Vaccine Partnership Phase 2 on January 4th. On January 6th, Russia formally exited the New START Treaty. For defense and security, on January 2nd, DRDO successfully conducted the final trial of the hypersonic cruise missile. The Indian Navy commissioned the INS Bagshir, the last Scorpene-class submarine under Project 75, on January 5th. Finally, the Agni-V MIRV test, or Mission Divyastra, was officially confirmed by DRDO on January 7th. In economy and finance, the RBI released the Digital Payments Index 2025 on January 1st, showing 5 times growth. India recorded its highest ever monthly GST collection in December 2025 on January 3rd. The India Innovation Index 2025 was released by Niti Aayog on January 5th. On January 6th, India overtook Japan to become the world's 4th largest economy. In science and technology, ISRO successfully launched SpaceX, the space docking experiment, on January 4th. This paves the way for the Bharatiya Antariksh Station by 2035. On January 6th, the National Quantum Mission announced India's achievement of the quantum supremacy milestone. For environment and climate change, on January 2nd, India achieved the 500 gigawatts non-fossil fuel capacity milestone, meeting the 2030 target 4 years early. The International Big Cat Alliance, headquartered in India, received UN observer status on January 5th. In sports, India won the SAF Women's Championship 2026 from January 3rd to 7th. On January 7th, Neeraj Chopra was appointed UNESCO Youth and Sports Ambassador for 2026 to 2028. For persons in news and awards, on January 1st, the President appointed Justice B.R. Gavai as the next Chief Justice of India. Dr. Soumya Swaminathan was awarded the Padma Vibhushan in the Republic Day 2026 list on January 5th. Here are the most important one-liners for prelims. Mauritius was the first African country to sign an FTA with India. India's nominal GDP rank is 4th. India's first quantum computer is SURYA-1. INS Bagshir is the last Scorpene submarine. India achieved 500 gigawatts non-fossil capacity on January 2nd, 2026. Russia exited the New START Treaty. Mauritius is the new member of the Colombo Security Conclave.